Hey friends. Oh, it's been so hot today. It's late, it's like 8:30 at night, and it's finally cool enough to gather some more produce. I've got bunches to gather. So let me show you. We'll take a little walk around. Ooh, I got a nice one right here. That's a nice, pretty size one. That's when they're nice, when they're that size. Nice, nice. I got another one down there, but I don't know if I can reach it without lifting up the plant a little bit. I got it. That one was a nice size too. Look at how my kale's doing. I gotta do some more drying. I gotta dehydrate some more of it. I love to dehydrate it and then use it like parsley. I really shouldn't eat. I have to be careful. There's a bug there. I have to be careful with it because, you know, I take Synthroid and it just contains too much iron and it will alter your dosing on your Synthroid. So if anybody takes Synthroid, you probably should be careful eating kale and kelp and all that. Now there's another, you can't barely see it. Let's see here. There's another patty pan, and I'm gonna pick that. I love them this size. They're good that size for, I cut them up. I love to cut these up and fry them with cabbage. They're real good fried up with some cabbage. We're gonna take this out of here. That way that's got some room. Now everything looks good on here, and I don't have any squash vine borers in here so far. I've been doing pretty good, keeping them at bay. I've got another one. In order to keep them at bay, I sprayed diatomaceous earth on them around the bottom. Look at that. Nice size. Absolutely. And look at in here. I just got so many going in here. Let me see if you can see down in there. See them all in there? Lots of them. They're just loaded with them. That is so fantastic. And I got peas that are ready. You know how to tell when peas are ready is when you squeeze them. See, let me find one that's not quite done. You squeeze it and it mushes inward. This one has no give. So that one's going in the bucket because that one's ready. I'll go on the other side. I have a blast with my gardens and harvesting. See, a lot of these aren't. This one, that one can go. No, that one's ready. See, there's no give to it. It's pretty plump. And if any of you are wondering, I just take these and I just freeze them because I don't can peas. I just freeze them and those ones aren't ready. I can tell by looking at them. I just freeze them. And then because I love them frozen. I don't blanch them. I just stick them in the freezer because they never last more than 6 months anyway. Take a look at the hole, friends. There's lots of dirt in there in that barrel. That barrel right there's got to come out. But I had 3 15-yard dump trucks hauled in dirt. Just fill dirt. But it's getting there. And my friend is going to come and we're going to get that barrel out and then we're going to start leveling it all in there. I probably need about, maybe 4 or maybe 5 or 6 even more dump truck loads. But that's a start. That's a start for what we're doing. the beans. Look at the beans growing, and then they're growing straight up. I like to get them up here. Get my hand through here and pull them through. Gotta be careful so I don't break them. I like to pull them back through the bottom. Oh, I did. I broke them. Darn it. That happens. Get that one back through the bottom. I just weave them back through so they don't grow straight up. These ones I'll just weave back through. They'll grow a little more. Here's another one. Weave it through there. Oh, these are growing so nicely. I don't have any beans on them yet that I can see, but I got lots of buds. See all the buds? And this one, this is kind of neat. I got marigold, nasturtium, and beans. The nasturtiums just kind of took off towards the trellis, and the beans wove around my marigold and pulled it to the trellis. So I'll show you. It just looks so pretty. Looks so full. But see how the beans starting to weave around? And it wove around this one. See that? Where the bean, you can barely see it there. There's a stalk, and it goes right on down the marigold. Pulled it right to it. We got more beans that we can pick. And I teach my granddaughters, and I should do it too, use scissors, because you don't take a chance on hurting your plant. But I've picked so many of them that I just snip them with my fingernails. But they all look good. Here's one. I just can't believe how beautiful these have grown and how nice they're looking. And my marigolds are starting to bloom. See that? They're starting to bud out. They're going to bloom. My nasturtiums are all blooming beautifully. Beautifully. And this is a pole bean that's growing up in here all the way up to the top. And then I've got cucumbers growing in amongst it. And they're doing good. These are the Armenian cucumbers. And then on this side, look at there, I got another one there that I can harvest. On this side, I got the national pickling cucumbers. And I got most of my seeds. Those of you who may wonder how they're doing so good, I got most of them from my gardener. And you can go to their website. It's really a nice, and they sell wonderful seeds. Look at, oh, there's one down there, clear down there. See? Nice little one. I try to keep these, they weave around each other, but I try to keep them somewhat on the trellis. That's a hard one to do because they just like going all over. Got that in there. There we go. The mosquitoes are ferocious out here today. I got another little one up there. If you look up, you find them much easier looking up under them. And then the Armenian, I don't see any starting yet. Oh yeah, little ones, see? Little ones. They'll get going. I've got some more squash over here, but oh, I thought that was something different on there, I guess. A bug. See my leaves that are broke, I just clip them. Keeps airflow in here too. I give them to the chickens, they like them. The chickens like those big leaves. And I probably should cut that one off. That way my cucumbers up here will get some sunlight. I got a nice big one right there. See it? Beautiful. It all looks so good. These are all wove around each other. But they're producing. They're doing nicely. There's one down there, but I think that one can. There's a cucumber and a pickling cucumber and a squash. But I think I'm going to give that squash another day. And then there's little ones in there. And I just take where the leaves are broken. I give them to the chickens. It's gone bananas. Absolutely. I like to trim it a little so that it stays, nice and healthy. And it is very, very healthy right now. Thank you, Jesus. I've put so much work into this. I don't have a lot of squash bugs either, just a few. But I have mainly given them, if I see any in there, I always give them, I'm going to clip this one. I always give them, I keep repeating myself, Dawn dish soap. I call it a Dawn dish soap cocktail. You don't want to cut too many off, but just enough to keep it healthy. And there's some that break, so we just take the ones off that have broke. That one's just curled. I don't know where in the world that come from. Piece of plastic. It's good to keep them trimmed a little bit so that you can get airflow in here. And right here, I'm gonna cut that one. Let's see, and pull that out. That way, as long as they got airflow, they do a lot better. At least I found out that, This one's doing good, but I need to trim some. Oh my goodness, wait till you see the size of this one. This was not here the other day. That's a nice big one. We're gonna take that one. Oh, that's a nice one. I'm gonna show you where I just trimmed some of these off. I'll come back through and give them to the chickens. They'll love that. See the ones down here that are broke? I just cut them off, and then it allows for a little airflow in there. Yes, I've had good luck with my garden this year. Look at my cabbage is doing wonderful. And I can't believe those. Those are the, they are patty pans. They're the green patty pan, just like this one here, or the white patty pan, excuse me, just like that plant there. They're doing so good. They're starting to produce patty pans. Oh my goodness, I gotta be done out here pretty soon. The mosquitoes are the size of turkeys. They're just carrying you away. I have to come out early in the morning, but it's just so hot in the middle of the day. Got a branch in there. My tomatoes are doing fantastic. They need to be watered again. They take a lot of water. They're heavy feeders when they're producing. Anything that produces nice sized fruit, vegetable is a heavy feeder. So anyway, with that, we'll take a look over here. There's a little one there. Not nowhere's near ready though. There was one, we harvested the one that was in there already. There's another couple small ones starting. This one's got, oh, that's a nice size one. I think I'm gonna go ahead and harvest this one. And this one's gonna be a munchin' one. I don't have to worry about, I know you should wash it, but I don't have any, my garden is pretty much organic. And it's fantastic. Those taste wonderful. But my garden is pretty much organic. I don't use any chemicals on it. And it's done very, very well. Hey girls and Mr. Rocky. They'll like these leaves. When I cleaned their coop out last night, I put a whole bunch of weeds and stuff in there that I always give them to the chickens before I put them in my compost, because they'll eat all the bugs off of them and the seeds out of them and poo them up and really make it pretty good for compost. So I'm giving them these squash leaves. They'll like these. And I do want to tell you, friends, that I have got a friend of mine. Look at him. Come on and eat them. I've got a friend of mine who he's got like 60 chickens, and he wants to reduce his flock down to about 20, 25. So he's going to give me, my son's going to take 25 of his chickens, because my son can house probably 100 chickens. He's got a huge chicken coop. You could almost take up residence in it. It's so big. But anyway, he's going to give me 2 lavender Orpingtons. And let me tell you, friends, I am so excited about that. Look at, they're not sure. So when I get the new birds, they're the same age as these guys. They were born in February. So they're the 2 hens, the lavender Orpingtons, they're probably pretty much ready to start laying eggs pretty soon. He's given them to me free. And of course, you all know I'm going to give them a good home. And but I got to introduce them slowly. So I got to get a little cage and put them in a little cage in here and let the chickens check them out for a couple days before I introduce them to them. They're real healthy, so we don't have to worry about them transferring any diseases, because they're very healthy birds. So look at, they're liking that. Let me step back here a minute. Oh, look. We got a little egg. See how little the precious eggs are? They're just starting to lay, so they're going to be small for a while. And their coop is nice and clean. All their nesting boxes look good. Got to keep happy birds. You got to keep a clean coop. And if you noticed when you were watching them, when they were pecking around, you didn't see too many flies in there. And it's almost 90 degrees out here. But I spread diatomaceous earth all throughout their coop, and it helps to keep all the bugs down. Hey, Charlie. Charlie kitty. What you doing, kitty? Oh, she's headed to the house. She's so chubby, I can't believe she moves that fast. Everything else looks so nice. And this over here looks like a jungle. Look at these beautiful, these are sunflowers. Look at the size of the stalk on them. They're doing wonderful. And look at all the flower blooms. These will get lots and lots of blooms on them. They're called Autumn Beauty. See that? And then look at the beautiful one on top. Gorgeous. Absolutely. They'll get multiple blooms. And my morning glories, they're going to start blooming. Everything looks good. My tomatoes, I had to come out here and put spikes. The whole cage and everything fell over because they're just so huge, absolutely enormous. That one fell over too, so I'm going to have to pull him up and put a stake in there because I don't want him to break, you know, if I can even get in there. I'll have to go at it this way. Yeah, see, I got I got a stake I can put in there. Stake him up. He's looking a little wilty. I don't think he broke. No, he's just leaning pretty good. So I'll fix them both up. I'll probably do that yet tonight. And if not tonight, I'll have to do it in the morning. This is all looking good. I always got to check this one because it usually has, these are white wonders growing up in here. See that? Beautiful. They're doing so nice. Once I stake those tomatoes up, they'll do okay. I don't pound it too close to the stalk. I just pull it up and I put it alongside of the metal cage to keep them held up nicely. And then they'll stand up good. These ones are doing really good. I had to tie these ones up because they started to fall over. They're getting a little hot. They curl like that. It's not curly top virus. It's just they're wilty because they're so hot. Man, I'm getting lots of tomatoes on them. See the tomatoes starting? And on there. And there's some pretty ones. These are black vernissage, I believe. Black vernissage tomatoes. These are an heirloom and they're beautiful. I believe they only get like salad size. You know, a little bigger than a cherry tomato, but salad size. This is doing real good. I've got cucumbers all over in there. Doing absolutely fantastic. Look at that nice size one. They're pretty good size. I'll be able to pick them good tomorrow. Well, anyway, I need to go. I need to stake up that tomato plant so I don't lose it. So, just a little walkabout, looking at everything. And there's Charlie. I've got 2 days without my grandbabies, so I got a lot to do. And it's hot, so I can only do it in the evening when the sun goes down and it cools off. And I need to go get my homemade bug spray because it really helps to keep the mosquitoes away. Otherwise, they're so big up here, they'd carry you away. So friends, thanks again for coming along with me on a garden walk and a little harvest and seeing the chickens. And you all have an absolute wonderful evening, and I'll see you tomorrow.